takes on Hassan and Dam for the vacant IBF middleweight title. And according to the WBC, Badou Jack's mandatory defence of his super middleweight crown against George Groves will be in Las Vegas on the 22nd of August. And finally, we started with one of our pundits and we finish with one. On August the 1st, Paulie Malignaggi will face Danny Garcia, who's stepping up to welterweight at the Barclays Centre in New York. A big fight and a big chance for Paulie.
Certainly is. It's all happening. Let's go straight to Broner and Porter. I can't wait for that one, Spencer. 50-50.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, everyone's looking forward to that fight. Broner comes, he's very flash, he's very arrogant. A lot of people like to see him get beaten. Sean Porter, we know, puts in great performances time after time. Close. Kell Brook, that's where he won the world title. Very strong, very persistent. Styles make fights, and these two, have the classic ingredients. For me, I fancy Sean Porter to out-hustle him. I think that, I do.
Johnny does as well, don't he?
I do. I think the pressure and the rhythm of Porter might be a bit of a handful for Broner. What about you, Rocky? You've got to send these two in scrap.
Yeah, definitely the exciting fight. That, but isn't Porter have to drop down a couple of more pounds? So
it's not these catchweight things, isn't it?
Yeah. So see how it affects him. But as you say, he's a solid fighter, but he could put it on Broner and I'm going for Porter myself, yeah.
At least we're still getting a fight. Another one of interest to you, of course, Badou Jack, George Groves. You'll be watching that one with strong interest.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I watch all the super middleweights, but yeah, this is a good fight. Hopefully George pulls it off and, brings the belt back here and makes for big fights for us all.
It was a bit of a shock when Badou Jack beat Anthony Durrell. Do you think George now is licking his lips? Do you think he really fancies this one?
I know he does.
Yeah.
I don't think it. I know he fancies it. I think that, if there's any world champion out there at the moment that he'd like to box, it was Badou Jack. And he's got that opportunity. He doesn't care whether it's at home or whether it's over in the States. He just wanted the opportunity. And I believe it's a fight that's well within his capabilities. And I think he's going to go out there and he's going to win the title.
We talk about so many big fights and matches that are being made, but if George Groves wins, James DeGale now world champion, we've got to see another one, haven't you? It's huge.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's another massive fight next year in the summertime. So hopefully he pulls it off, and then DeGale gets it.
You're in the right division, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm in a cracking division, and I'm happy a minute.
Let's hope he doesn't make the sin of most fighters and underestimate Badou Jack as well. He's got to keep his eye on the prize.
Yeah, definitely. You can't go over there. I think he went to spar him a few years back or something, but you can't go over there thinking, it's an easy night. But he's got to go do a performance, get the job done, and get back with the title. We'll
catch up with George soon. After the break, we catch up with the latest British boxing hero, and Johnny has his Rocky moment. Yep, the boys are heading into our ring. Join us soon. Hello again, welcome back to Ringside. Spencer Oliver is with me, and Johnny is joined by Rocky Fielding in the ring.
And this is my Rocky moment. Rocky, you've got a massive fight next Friday the 26th in Liverpool in front of your home crowd against Brian Vera. Very experienced. Tell me what you know about him.
Yeah, as you say, he's very experienced. He's tough. He's non-stop. He makes life hard for you in the ring. He's been in with some tough fighters, and Chavez Jr., Andy Lee, Kirkland. So I know I'm in for a tough night, so I'm looking forward to it.
What he doesn't make life easy. It's non-stop, constant pressure. That's a new sort of education for you in the ring?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I say, the recent fights, he's been non-stop pressure. You just got to keep it long with him, settle him, and not let him get into his rhythm.
You mentioned keeping it long. Andy Lee, he's tall, he's rangy, but didn't take advantage of that. Made it hard for himself. I ended up boxing him twice, but made it hard for himself and let him get in close. Do you think that's what you got to keep him away? Don't let him get in time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've got to keep him long. Use my footwork, use my range. Keep a distance, not let him get in and smother me work. So that's the plan, is just to keep it long and keep him at arm's length.
So same Vera gets up close, gets it messy, makes it comfortable for his. Let's look at your action. You make your fights look pretty easy when you're in the ring.
Yeah, well, it's as I say, it's keeping it long with them and not letting him, you know, hustle me into it at all.
You've made really good progress during your career. You know, getting stoppages that most people thought, wow, especially this one against Gonzalez, they thought, wow, where did he pull that one from? But it looked like you work on different things for different opponents.
Yeah, you know, I work with Oliver. You know, he's a top world-class coach, and you know, with Gonzalez, we knew he was going to put it on me, throw the big right hand over the top, the big left hook. So I had to, you know, keep it tight and then come back with my shots, but you know, make sure I put the power in to you know, settle them down. So, and that's what I did, and hopefully, you know, see him again with Vera.
Okay, let's talk about putting the pressure on you. I'll be Vera, and we're putting the pressure. You've done your homework in the gym. So my job is to try and close you down, make it uncomfortable for you. Try
just keep
shut shop.
Keep him long, keep the jab out. When he, you know, get on the ropes,
gets in close,
you know,
shots go, you play catch.
We're just coming back with some, take them, coming back with some, getting out.
Switch on.
Spin them around.
But again, that doesn't deter him, because he'll still be back on the job again.
Yeah, it's just holding the centre and just the footwork and the spin-offs and that, and keeping it long and, you know, feinting him, and then when he comes in with his low, take a step back and coming up with shots.
So the key to success is, boom, keep that distance there.
Yeah, just keep picking out. We
gather you've been working with Martin Murray, who's the perfect sparring partner for a fight like this. Martin gets up close, gets in your face, makes you have to work for the win for every round.
Yeah, definitely will. You know, I don't think Vera's as strong as Martin Murray, so I know.
He's throwing the overhand rights, that's what Vera does. Yeah. Every angle, up the middle, so he's not giving you an easy rhythm to work with.
No, but, you know, I've been working on defence with all, working on, you know, as I say, talk, and then coming back with man, you know, and just tying them up on the ropes, you know, tying them up, spinning them off, and then attacking the
He's not going to make that life that easy for you, because he can be a bit of a ring bully as well. So when you're trying to turn him off, he's going to try and put the pressure on him. What does he do well?
I say he does well is you know, he comes down low, he comes up. Yeah. He works down to the body and then works the body and comes up to the head. But you know, I'm going to obviously, you know, keep it tight, keep it long, and then, you know, make little feints, making him, you know, come at me, and then letting my shots go. Okay, so he's got to stay in your face, he's got to put you under pressure, you've got to try and keep that distance. Yeah, he's comfortable inside to try and push you and bully around the ring. A few old tricks or leaning on him, dropping your knees on him, make him tired. Yeah, definitely. You know, soon as he's coming in like that, is as you say, just tying him up and, you know, keeping him there, and then wait for the ref to, you know, do his job, and then keeping the centre of the ring, and just using me like amateur style, me footwork. Okay, so say next Friday goes fine, goes perfect. We're looking at the British ranking. We're looking at the position of you in the super middleweights, and let's have a look. You're number 6, Callum Smith, number 5. They're talking about, you know, mandatory challenge for you two to fight. How's negotiations for that going for you two? Yeah, but it's going well. We've spoke, you know. He's happy to take the fight, I'm happy to take the fight, so we've just got to get past next Friday. He's got a tough test in Ribas, I've got Vera, you know, and we get these out the way, do a good job, and it just builds up for a bigger fight. So, you know, it'll happen, it'll happen, you know what I mean? It's just getting these fights out the way and progressing on. I've got to stir a little bit. How do you see that fight going with you and Callum? Yeah, stoppage win, points. It'd be a good fight. You know, I wouldn't say, you know, the prediction of it, but I know I'll be there to put it on him and give it to him. And you know, I'm sure he's the same. We've done round sparring as amateurs in the Rotunda. We've grew to the amateurs kind of together. You know, he's a good fighter. He's doing what he's doing. I'm doing what I'm doing. So it'd be for a massive fight. Do you know what I mean? It'd be a good fight on the night. So, you know, it's one to sit back and watch. Liverpool will sure be rocking. Good luck to you next week. We'll keep an eye on you, of course. Over to you, Ed. It's going to be another feel-good night for our game too.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, British boxing got another shot in the arm at the weekend when Bristol's Lee Haskins sensationally knocked out Ryosuke Iwasa of Japan in the 6th round to capture the IBF interim bantamweight title.
Well, I'm on the beach at the moment, so I'm chilled out and I'm on top of the world.
So you planned the holiday before winning the title?
I did, yeah. Well, it was a little stag do, and it was planned a few weeks before. So, so it was perfect timing, really.
I bet you've got the biggest smile on the beach, haven't you?
I have. Yeah, to be fair, I have. Yeah, you know, just every morning I wake up, that's the first thing that comes to my head. You know, what I've won, and you know, what I've achieved.
Talk us through the night and how it all unfolded, because you were an underdog going in against Iwasa.
Oh, just you know, it was a massive occasion, and the fight just went, you know, perfectly to plan. It was a great fight. You know, he's a great fighter too, and you know, just Chris said just before the fight, he said, you know, when you get in there, he said, put it on him is one that I want, but I'll just leave that to Chris and I'll let them sort it out. And whatever's next for me is next. I don't mind who I box. I never have. I just want to be in this position where I can kind of call myself a world champion now, you know.
So you're going to enjoy it for a couple of months and then see what the future holds.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just enjoy a bit of the summer with the family. Obviously, they break up from school, my kids soon, so we're going to go on a nice little holiday and have a chill one and just enjoy. I've had 3 fights back to back, and just need a little break.
And is there anyone in Britain you'd like to fight? Because it seems like a lot of the champions have been avoiding you for a few years. Now you've got the belt, you can kind of force the issue.
Yeah. In Britain, not really just Jamie McDonald. I think that would be a great fight. I definitely wouldn't mind taking that fight. I would love to fight Jamie again. Apart from that, there's not many people in Britain in my weight division that can make a great fight, I don't think.
Enjoy the win. Well done, Lee. Tremendous achievement.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, cheers. Thank you very much.
So Lee and Liverpool's Derek Matthews hold interim versions of world titles, while James DeGale, Jamie McDonnell, Carl Frampton, Scott Quigg, Kell Brook and Lee Selby all claim world championship belts. And it's been announced that Billy Joe Saunders will challenge WBO king Andy Lee on the 5th of September, while Frank Buglioni, a former gym mate of Billy Joe, is set to take on Fedor Chudinov for the WBA super middleweight belt in July at Wembley. Adam.
Great stuff, and great to hear from Lee Haskins. What a performance.
I've always rated him. He was a massive fan of Prince Nassim Hamid, and that style, he's got that awkward, slick style. Yes, there may be a lot of title opportunities for fighters, but for a fighter himself, like Lee, to get in there, to get in the mix, to get his fingertips on the title, perfect.
Well, you know what, 12 long years he's been a professional. You know, he's won area, British, Commonwealth, European. He's done it the tough way. He got that opportunity. Not many people thought he would win, if I'm honest. It was a difficult ask against a very tough opponent, and he pulled it off. What a sweet left hand. You won't see a better left hand thrown like that all this year, I guarantee.
You said the old-fashioned way, Chris Sanagar's way, Lee Selby too recently.
Absolutely, out of the same camp. You know, they all do it the tough way, and Selby was amazing as well. Picked up another world title. We've got George Groves coming up for a world title in the summer as well. You know, I mean, British boxing at the moment is the best it's ever been.
I tell you, a really good fight. Haskins, McDonald, can you imagine that one? What a terror.
Well, mouth-watering contest, isn't it? I mean, Haskins, awkward style. You never know where he's going to throw a punch from. A little bit reminiscent of Nazim Hamid. The all-out work rate of McDonald. I mean, styles make fights, and again, that's another classic.
British boxing's just booming, isn't it? And it's only going to get better.
Well, you know what, Adam? I think success breeds success. Now, I think that you know, the guys are seeing that, you know, a fighter going over to America, I think for a long time, Lloyd Hunnigan was the only fighter that ever done it against Donald Curry, and it was an amazing achievement. Now, you know, they're going over all the time. Jamie McDonald's just done it. Kell Brook done it. We've got George Groves coming up to do it. Darren Barker done it. So, you know, I think, like I said, success breeds success, and onwards and upwards for the British fighters.
We hope so. It's party time in part 3. A feel-good reunion as Ricky Hatton enjoyed an emotional hug with his longtime trainer Billy Graham amidst a celebration for pretty much all of Manchester. Welcome back to Ringside. Before, Johnny, we head into the digital world.
Yes, much more content on a daily basis on skysports.com.
Yeah, coming soon. Spencer's been getting used